YouTube Star Wars Commanders, welcome to a brand new Star Wars video. So we've got some new units in the conflict that started. We've got IG-86, who's a brother of IG-88. Boom boom, assassin droid. So we'll see how they do. They're meant to be good against turrets apparently. We've got 3, but I'm going to use 1 in my first attack just to see how it fares out. Our squad has entered into a war, so hopefully I should bring some footage of that. I think we did pretty well in the last war in terms of how we did and in terms of what we achieved. We didn't win because our opponents were much higher level than us, but as I was level 6, most of my units were level 6, I did manage to take down a level 9 base in terms of an outpost and capture it back, which I was amazed at. And it was really a lot of luck, but also judgment in wiping out the units that it spawns and just focusing on the base itself rather than everything else, because if you take out the base you're guaranteed to capture everything involved. So have a look here. 310, not really worth looking at this one for the points. Move on to the next base. I don't know about you guys, but whenever you cycle through bases now, they seem to get less and less, but 300 points, much less credits, much less alloy, 6 contraband. Yeah, let's just do this one here. I think he's got wall defences, he's got turret enhancements as well, so he's pretty strong. But let's pop down our ATST Walker, who focuses straight away on the alloy there rather than take down the shields. He's under a lot of attack from those rocket turrets there. Throw down a couple of healer droids. Tanks slowly moving around, doing some damage on that wall. Drop down my IG-86, who's now taking a little stroll. No healer droids gone with him, which is a surprise. Focuses on that turret, but he does die before he can do any damage to it. Does a bit of chip damage, but he does die. Throw down my ATST Walkers, which have now leveled up, as the ATST Walker does some damage on that shield and takes it down. Throw down a Walker here. His base is pretty scattered around actually, but we should get this for 100% hopefully, or thereabouts, as my ATST Walker drops. Tanks are being challenged by a wall, which is to be expected in this game because walls are hard work, as we all know with the pathfinding issues. But the Empire will be victorious as we now start to sweep across his base, destroying the turrets, focusing now on his HQ to get that guaranteed 1 star for the HQ base, as we've now done 65% damage. ATST Walkers pushing, taking down his squad tower, and now taking down his last credit. And then everything goes backwards, which is unbelievable, really. Look at the stormtroopers and the walkers going the other way around now. Wow, that could have just carried on pushing that side, but because the base was still up, they thought, you know what, let's go for a little trip, take the scenic route around, and we'll take down the base there. But with 25 seconds to go, 95% damage done. Just the wall stopping us now, holding back the Imperial Army. 15 seconds, 1 turret left, boom, gone. Wow. People moan about pathfinding in other games, but they should play this and see how much of a challenge pathfinding really is. So we'll look at now some defences as well. I've had an attack, 3 attacks. I had 3 attacks in one day, and 1 person, and I couldn't record it because I don't know what's happened, if it's happened to you guys as well, but I've noticed now there's less saved recordings, there's less skill chats now. They've really cut back on the storage now in terms of what you can have for your guilds and for your recordings and stuff. So I have to be quick. But my base did get attacked 3 times in a day. And one guy got lucky, he got 50% damage, which was a win for them, 1 star, simply because I had 3 attacks, so I didn't have a chance to log back in and redo my squad defences and also rearm my traps. So he had a free win really, and I was not impressed with that rebel scum. But that's just the nature of the beast, I suppose. But as you can see, the base is coming along quite nicely now, levelling up the base really well. Looking on getting my credit and alloy structures pumping out more, because obviously you need so much gold, so much alloy to level up your base and defences now. And when you get to this level 7, everything, every single penny counts now. And also reducing the cost of my units to produce, take advantage of that. But let's move on to the first defence. So as you can see, I've got the shoe generators. Again, Rebels again with loads of troopers now. And this is the thing you have to worry about with Rebels. Because they've got the R2 units, the healer droids, they can just heal units. And these sand troopers are so dangerous. And they just decimate everything. And if you throw together a bunch of healers, you really are going to be up against it. So the only counter you've really got are more turrets to stop it. Because rocket turrets really only focus on vehicles. Where other turrets will focus on the troopers and ping them down a lot much quicker. But as you can see, the trap there does so much work and just makes some absolute mincemeat of those rebel soldiers there. They're all more or less dead. ATSC Walker come from my squad centre. Picking away now. He drops the droids at the last minute. Don't know why. It's strange play dropping them down there. The thing you have to remember is if you make an attack and it's not going to work, you don't need to waste every unit. You can just save them for the next battle, save some credits rather than having to throw everything down. And click done. You know, he's trying to go for 1 star, but 33%, it's not going to happen. Unless he, you know, gets my headquarters or takes it to 50%, he's just not going to get that star. So throwing down units here is just really just a waste for him. And I'd rather just save the money for another attack, quite honestly, because that just is not going to work. Like, there's suicide up there. They do a lot of damage, mind you. Look at, I mean, took down those shoe generator there, and the alloy refineries have gone. But 41% gone. Better strategy would have been to throw down the repair, the healer droids there with those sand troopers, which he didn't do. But my base survives. There it is, GG. Let's move on to another one. Here he comes again. More. Look at this lot here. Huge amount of troopers. Some vehicles. In goes the healer droids. In comes Princess Leia and a Rancor. More units here. All my turrets beaten down. Unfortunately, one of the vehicles goes over my traps and just takes everything down, meaning that the rebel soldiers can come through now. But Princess Leia does die. The Rancor coming in. Look at the amount of damage it's just absorbing as all these troopers are getting blown to pieces by the might of the Empire. Got some troopers at the top there, but this Rancor is really doing so much. Look at the wall just shatter in one punch. Can I actually stop this Rancor? Take it down there to a quarter health, which is not too bad, and I think it will die now. There he goes. Phew. That was rough. That was rough. Some troopers down again, just taking away his refinery. They do a lot of damage, these guys. They really do. 45%. So he was close to getting 50, to getting that 1 star, but he didn't. And therefore, he lost. So I hope you liked the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will be doing some more Star Wars Commander videos every weekend. May the Force be with you.